That makes sense. All right, so in America, for those who are in America, every time I shoot a video, I think, it's only people in America watching my video. It might be. I ain't really seen the analytics, the tick, whatever. Hey, that's besides the point. In America, today, it's October the 25th. It's a Saturday. I don't know when we'll actually post this video, but they have something going on right now called the government shutdown. All right, so what that means is like two parties, the Republican and Democratic Party, or whoever it is, it's called a filibuster, where they haven't agreed on what they need to agree on. But this was a little different because the government is shut down, and everybody's thinking about all the government assistance that could and possibly will be not given out as far as like money and stuff like that, medical stuff, things like that. And, the question sometimes get asked, what are these people going to do? What are they going to do? And then I always think about my great grandma. She was born like in 1911, 1912. And I used to ask her questions all the time, like, hey, Grandma, what did y'all do when this happened? What did y'all do when that happened? Because she was born in some times where they didn't have much as we have now. Like I said before, it's October 25th, 2025. 2025. So you go back to 1912. We're talking 1912. So what's the answer? What's the answer? It's the same answer that it was back in 1922 when she was, 20 years old or whatever. It's the same answer back in 1990 something, back when I was, going through some things, and back in 2000. So it's the same answer. What are they going to do? They're going to trust God. They're going to trust God. That's the answer, because that's what happens. Things come not to make us weak or be more dependent on other people. Because, see, I'm not much of a Bible scholar. I know much of it, but I'm not, I'm more of an amateur with it. But things come to make you stronger. So if you're going through some situations now and you're really worried about the government shutdown, then your faith is based on what people can do for you. And and they're being led by the same thing we're being led by. Different spirits lead us, and the spirit of abundance is in most people I know, but I do see some people have the spirit of scarcity, and they don't know, a spirit of lackness. They don't understand that the same God that take care of the birds and the bees and all the other creatures and the balls of the world will take care of us as well. So they don't understand that, and I didn't understand that for a while, and then I started adapting a belief system that Yah will provide. Yah, meaning Yahweh, God will provide. So with that being said, if you don't know what you're gonna do during the government shutdown, it's just time for you to put your trust in God, or in something other than the government, which will all ultimately go back to being a higher power, or something more controlling that. Now, how are you going to do that? You're going to hope and pray for feed your children. You can't take hope and prayer to the bank and withdraw any money, right? I understand that. But I'm telling you right now, if you try to put your faith and honestly believe and bow down and receive God and understand the principles of life, things will work out for you in your favor. That's my advice to people that's going through this whole government shutdown in 2025. And I believe that the doors will open before then. Now, that's just my belief system. Now, I don't know what you're going to believe, but that's what I believe. Stay prayed up and stay hopeful. If you got any questions, any advice, get on your knees and ask for assistance, and you will see that there's things out there way more powerful if you get to know what they are. Be blessed.